Today, we're diving into something pretty fascinating, an ancient system that's basically a blueprint for your entire life. We're talking about South Indian Vedic astrology. So let me ask you something. What if you had a map of your life's potential, drawn up the exact second you were born? And look, we're not talking about simple fortune-telling here. This is about understanding the very energies you came into this world with. That's really the heart of a Vedic horoscope. All right, so let's get into it. First up, your celestial blueprint. What is this thing really? Well, the easiest way to think about it is like a snapshot, a picture of the heavens from the moment you were born. And this snapshot, it's the foundation for everything else we're going to talk about. Okay, so right off the bat, you might see two different looking charts. There's the diamond-shaped one from North India and the square one from South India. Now, they both use the exact same information, but we're going to stick with the South Indian style today. Why? Honestly, it's just a bit easier to get the hang of because the zodiac signs are always in the same fixed boxes. Now, here is the absolute most important part. None of this works, none of it, without your exact time of birth. A few minutes can literally change the whole map. Why? Well, it's all about something called the Lagna, or the ascendant. That's the zodiac sign that was rising on the horizon when you were born, and it changes fast. Just a few minutes difference can flip that sign, and when that happens, the entire structure of your chart changes. It's the master key. Okay, so how is this map actually built? It really boils down to three key things. And to keep it simple, let's think of it like a play. You've got the stage, you've got the actors, and you've got the different scenes or acts. First up, we have the stage. These are the Rashis, which are the 12 zodiac signs. Think of them as the fixed backdrop, the set design of your life. In that South Indian chart we're using, Aries is always in one box, Taurus in the next, and so on. They don't move. They're the cosmic stage where everything else plays out. Then you have the actors on that stage. These are the grahas, or the 9 planets. And I say planets in quotes because they're more than just rocks in space. They're the main characters, the energetic forces driving the plot of your life. You've got the sun, representing your soul and authority, the moon, your mind and feelings, Saturn, bringing in discipline. These are the players moving around. And finally, the scenes or the acts of the play. These are the bhavas, the 12 houses. Each house represents a different department of your life. So the 10th house is all about your career. The 7th is about relationships. The 1st is you, your physical self. And here's the magic link. That rising sign we talked about, that becomes your 1st house, and everything else gets organized from there. So this is where you can see the specific roles these actors play. Take Jupiter, or Guru. That's all about wisdom, teaching, even wealth. Then there's Mars, or Mangal, which is pure energy and drive. But here's the thing, it's not just about what they are, it's about where they are and how they interact. So if you have a powerful Jupiter in your 2nd house, the house of wealth, it doesn't just mean cash falls from the sky. It might mean your wisdom is the thing that creates your wealth. All right, so we've got the basic building blocks down, but what makes your chart yours? How do we personalize this whole thing? It really boils down to two super important points. What defines your physical self and what defines your inner emotional self? And here they are. First, the Lagna, or the ascendant. This is you and the physical world, your body, your personality, the actual path you're on. Then you've got your Rashi. And just to be clear, when we say Rashi here, we're really talking about your moon sign. This is your internal world, your mind, your feelings, all those subconscious things going on. And this quote really nails it. The Lagna isn't just another piece of the puzzle. It's the lens. It's the filter through which you see and experience everything. Whatever sign your Lagna is in, that's going to color your entire perception of the world. It is, without a doubt, the most important point in the whole chart. Okay, so we've got this incredible map of potential. But when does any of this stuff actually happen? When does it get switched on? This is where Vedic astrology brings out its secret weapon, something truly unique and powerful called the Dasha system. It's called the Vimshottari Dasha system, and what it does is pretty amazing. It slices up your life into major chapters, or periods, each ruled by a different planet. And it all starts with where the moon was when you were born. From there, you follow this set sequence of planetary periods for your entire life, and each one brings the energy of its ruling planet front and center. And you can see how it works right here on this timeline. Just look at the different links of these periods. You could have a whole 20 years ruled by Venus, think relationships, creativity, comfort, and then bam, that ends and you jump right into a 6 year sun period, and suddenly the focus completely shifts to your career, your status, your authority. It's like a pre-written schedule for the themes of your life. So this is where the rubber meets the road. How do we take all these pieces, the planets, the houses, the timing system, and actually use them to answer real questions about life? Well, by putting it all together, an astrologer can start to tackle some of life's biggest questions. For example, want to know about your career? They'll look at your 10th house. What planet rules it? What planets are sitting in it? Wondering about marriage? They'll check out the 7th house. But then, and this is key, they'll look at your dasha timeline to see when planets like Venus or Jupiter are switched on. It's always about combining the what of the chart with the when of the timeline. And, there's a real method to this. It's not just pulling ideas out of thin air. There's a process. First, you have to understand the basic blueprint, the strengths and weaknesses of the planets and the Lagna. Then you look for special combinations called yogas that highlight certain talents or challenges. After that, you check the timeline. What's the major theme right now? And finally, you put all those pieces together to tell the story. So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. Your chart is a map of potential. It shows your tendencies, your strengths, your timelines, but it is not a declaration of fate. It doesn't lock you in. Really, it's a tool for self-awareness. So the real question it leaves you with is, now that you have the map, how are you going to navigate the journey?
Don't miss the next content on Stable Mind YouTube channel. Support us to grow.